Welcome to the Everyday Superwoman Show. My Everyday Superwoman guest today is a woman I have known for some few years. She's a wise woman. She's a creative woman. She's a mother. She's a wife. She is an everyday superwoman. Welcome my guest, Georgina Garcia, aka Gitana The Creative Diva. Well, let's talk about, real quick, we are here at the Dorchester Senior Citizen Center. And it is a wonderful place. Thank you guys for having me here. Let's talk a little bit about the seniors here and what you do here.
Okay. This senior center is one of the most culturally diverse centers in the city. We've got Black, white, Asian, Caribbean, Russian. We run the gamut. Everybody is here, and everybody gets along. It's like a little microcosm of what the world should be like. That's what this place is. And
not to cut you off, what you guys are hearing in the background is explain to what is going on in the background.
Yeah, that's part of our Asian contingent. These are the Chinese who are playing mahjong, which is like think of it as Chinese dominoes, so to speak. So they're moving tiles around, and it's a matching game, and they are serious about their mahjong.
Yes. Yes. So how long have you been doing classes here?
Well, I started doing classes here, I want to say, in 2010. I did it for a couple of years, and then I took a few-year hiatus, and then I returned again about 2 years ago. So although I stopped giving classes for a few years, I still came to the center because I do their seasonal decorating.
Oh, okay.
So I was constantly in touch. This became my home away from home.
Right.
And during my hiatus, the people were clamoring for arts and crafts. Arts and crafts. We want arts and crafts, so I came back.
Right. So let's talk about the crafts. I've seen your work. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I've seen you work with the senior citizens, and it's amazing how everyone's project, at the end of each project, it looks so professional. Like, that takes a really good teacher to be able to teach people who are...
Okay. My agenda was to give these people projects that they would be proud to have and to give as gifts if they so chose. Because my position is you have to honor your elders. Yes, at this stage they may have limitations. They may have cognitive limitations, visual limitations, motor skill limitations. Okay, and that was a learning curve for me because I'd never worked with a seniors population before I came here. So I had to learn it as I was going along. So in spite of those limitations that may put them at a functional level of children, they are not children.
Right, absolutely.
And they must be honored for the elders that they have, that they are,
absolutely.
and the experience that they have.
Bring, and that, the wisdom, and the...
Absolutely. Yes, and give them something valuable, something of value. And I wanted to give them something of beauty.
You're hitting your mark. I see it. They speak very highly of you.
My name is Julia Martinez. I've been coming to these classes for a while already. And every day is something special. So I like it very much. And the teacher, we loved our teacher.
She designed nice things and teach me everything. So what a wonderful lady is this.
I watched them, when they completed the craft. They are just so proud of the work. And they constantly talk about how loving, and we love her. And
you know what I do? One of the things I do, something that I started doing, was taking their photographs while they were working. When they were finished, I would take their picture. And what I'm noticing now is as they're doing it, they're smiling. When I take their pictures, they're smiling. This is more than just sitting down and making a card or making a craft or something. They're sitting down and they are enjoying each other's company.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying, if I die now, I'm happy. I've done my job.
You're doing your job.
I've done my job.
I love the senior citizens. I love the elders. I've always been that way. They bring so much wisdom. No matter what, no matter what elder or who the elder is, I'm in their presence. I always leave with something, always. So how did you get here at the Dorchester Senior Citizen Center?
Well, actually, it was my husband. My husband happened to find this tiny little article in a newspaper about the New York City volunteer site. And he knows that I like to volunteer for things, so he cut it out and gave it to me. And I went to the site and did a very casual search for arts and crafts instructors. And the rest is history. Here I am.
They really, really enjoy you. They love you. They speak very highly of you here.
Oh, I love them. I have such a good group of people here. I've been cultivating it and finding how they work well. They work well together. They get along very well together. And what I like about them is they help each other. I don't have to be the one person running around the table to do everything for them if they're running into a problem with the project. So their neighbors will help each other, and that fosters the sense of community and fellowship. And it's just wonderful, and it's been growing. Everybody's telling everybody else, and as of today, I think I have more people interested in the class than I can handle. I may have to open a second class.
So tell me, what makes you Gitana the Creative Diva?
I gave myself the name Gitana years ago when I was professionally dancing. Gitana is a Spanish word that means gypsy woman. Gypsies love colors, gypsies love music and dance, and they go from place to place. Well, that's what I was doing when I was dancing professionally from venue to venue to venue to venue.
Okay, okay.
And it was just and because it was Spanish, it spoke to my cultural heritage as a Puerto Rican woman, and came from a family of crafters. Now, traditionally, for Puerto Rican women, their crafts, they were sewing, embroidering. All the women in my family, they all worked in a shoe factory making the heels for women's shoes. So, I mean, when you needed something, before you went to go to the store to buy it, somebody would make it.
Isn't that something?
And everybody was crochet. Oh, everything was crochet. The pretty dolls with the fancy lacy.
Yes.
This is what I grew up with.
Wow.
Watching all my mother, my aunts, my grandmother, everybody doing these things.
You were a dancer.
Yes.
Professional dancer?
Yes, I was a professional dancer. I started dancing with my mother and father because music and dance is a very big part of Puerto Rican culture. And I loved it so much that I just gravitated towards doing that professionally. And life happened. And I was a professional belly dancer. And belly dancing is one of those...
I see all of that dancing.
It was a form of dancing in which most Broadway gypsies, most chorus line dancers, they're young, they're flexible and whatnot. But with belly dancing, it's more about a woman's experience that gives her that allure. I started studying after my first child was born, actually. And I continued studying, and during that period of time, I left my first husband, divorced him. I had to go back to work to support my child. And all through that, I would take whatever opportunity I could to get back in the classroom. So
not only do you do arts and crafts, I know you do photography. You tell me all that you do.
Oh my gosh.
Creative. Well, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, the photography I do is just for the family, but I have an eye. I inherited that from my father.
Okay.
I like cooking desserts.
Oh.
Okay.
I haven't tried the desserts.
No. I do the desserts. See, now, strangely enough, my family, the women in my family are also excellent cooks, and I'm a pretty good cook. I don't like doing it, but I'm good at it.
I love it. That's what I do. I love cooking. I love baking from scratch. So that's when you said desserts. I was like, yummy.
Yes, I bake from scratch. I do sewing and crocheting, some embroidery. I do needlepoint. I do paper crafting, which is that's what I'm doing now. I do digital art. I went to school for digital
really?
art. Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good to know.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to give you a
digital
call.
I've done digital art.
Oh, wow, okay.
And professional dancer.
Right.
For many, many years. And gosh,
So what is on the list? What else you would like to do?
what else would I like to do? Well, one of the things I recently scratched off my bucket list was flamenco dancing. I liked it, but I wasn't really great at it.
Okay.
And then my arthritis started kicking in and telling me, all that banging around on my feet, maybe I need to chill out. Yeah,
you know what?
exactly.
And I said that because that's what I want to do. I want to take classes. So when you
I'll give you an excellent teacher.
Oh, okay, good. That's good to know because I'm going to check it out. You see, Gitana The Creative Diva, she knows a lot of stuff. You do. A blog. I read your blog.
Yes, it's called The Creative Diva.
Yes, it is.
I actually had 3 blogs at
Oh.
one time. One was my gardening blog, one was my personal blog, and one was my artistic blog. And it came after managing 3 blogs for a length of time, it became obvious to me that I was compartmentalizing the various aspects of my life, and that's not what life is like.
No.
Life is a dynamic interaction.
Yes.
So I brought everything into the artistic blog because life is a creative process.
Yes, it is.
So I put everything in there, my family, my cooking, my garden, my arts and crafts, my senior people here. I love them.
So what are you growing in your garden?
This year I've got tomatoes, cucumbers, basil, cilantro, and
Well, first I want to say I had the pleasure of having some tomatoes. Were they cherry tomatoes?
yeah, a little larger than tomatoes.
Yeah, they were. They were a little larger, and cucumbers, and it was delicious. Straight out the garden in Brooklyn. Yes. So, where can people reach you if they're interested in your arts and crafts or your workshops?
Well, if they want to see the kind of work that I've done, they can go to my Facebook page, Gitana The Creative Diva, on Facebook. And if they want to get in touch with me, my email address is Gitana, that's GITANA, @thecreativediva @gmail.com.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward. Thank you everyone for your support. Make sure you check us out at www.everydaysuperwomanshow.com.
Don't forget to put that S on your chest.